Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Afriye Phillips, and I'm a proud ACE alumnus and active member of the Alumni Board. If you could just bear with me 1 second, I just need to talk to my mom. Mom, I love you, and the sacrifices you've made for me are immeasurable, and no amount of money could ever put a cap on how much you've done for me. Thank you so much, Mom. We are here with you all this afternoon so that other kids have the opportunity to achieve their futures and someday make their moms proud as well. Believe me when I say that this organization, this family that is ACE Scholarships, changes people's lives. It helps them and their families realize something that was once unattainable. I'm encouraged by the futures these ACE scholars just shared because I know what is possible. I am living proof that with hard work, motivation, and the right school, these kids can go as far as they want to in life. Now, if we only paid attention to the statistics, 2 of the hopeful young scholars you just met would not graduate from high school. ACE Scholarships is changing that. I was once one of those kids. Oh, there we go. There I am, then and now. You know what I wanted to become? I wanted to become a professional basketball player. I know, another kid that thinks he's going to the NBA. But here's the thing, though. I beat the odds and did become a professional basketball player. Yeah. Now, after spending time in Dallas, I'm using basketball to become, or for my vehicle for good, my avenue for growing into the person my mom had always inspired me to be, and my tool for inspiring the next generation. As I look at that photo in the ACE office, I'm reminded of the uncertainty, the confusion, and the turmoil I went through to get to where I am today. More importantly, I'm reminded of the years of sacrifice that my mom made for me and my younger sister. Mine is a story about a beautiful family dynamic and immeasurable sacrifice, a future that was meant to be bigger than just me, and the shoulders I needed to stand on to rise to my potential. My mom has not just told me, but she's shown me through her life that selfishness has no place, that life is about more than just me. If life is only about you and your reflection, she'd say, it's too small. You have to broaden it. Go out and love other people. Sacrifice, and the rewards will be much greater. My mom is the embodiment of what sacrifice and unconditional love looks like. As a single, trustworthy, disciplined, dedicated mom, raising me and my younger sister, Desiree, she took on the responsibility of 2 people all by herself to provide for us, both financially and emotionally. My mom instilled in me the importance of education from an early age, and she was going to do whatever it took to make sure I was able to attend a school where I had the opportunity to thrive. She sacrificed so much for me. Even as a kid, I could appreciate her selfless dedication. She took on extra hours to earn as much as she could and still found time to drive us to and from school, to put a meal on the table, and to be present for us every day, no matter how exhausted she was. At times, she sacrificed eating dinner herself to make sure that me and my sister had enough food. You see, my mom's an example of a future not yet fulfilled. She put her dreams on hold and chose a career that would provide more stability. She was determined to give us the best life possible. That became strikingly evident to me in middle school. You see, my neighborhood school wasn't a place where students could succeed. Teachers struggled to manage their classrooms, it was chaotic, and nobody was learning. On top of that, outside pressures were always creeping in. I remember being asked in 6th grade, would you rather be a Blood or a Crip? At the time, I did not even know what that meant. I was extremely confused. I thought I was coming to school to learn, and instead I was asked to join a gang. One day, while walking to the park after school, I saw someone running towards me, frantically yelling, "Run, he has a gun." That was the moment I realized gangs aren't just something people talk about. Violence is real, and for young people who lack a sense of meaning, purpose, fulfillment, and community, gangs offer the illusion of belonging. There is nothing worse than feeling like you don't have a choice, that you have no other option in life. It soon hit my family. Over dinner one night, my mother got a call. My cousin, Micah, had been in a gang-related shooting while driving home with 3 friends, paralyzing him from the neck down. It broke my mother's heart, and she held me as we worked through the pain. I would not wish that type of anguish on anybody. And I was in shock. How could this happen? It felt so unfair. My cousin was doing so many amazing things. He was well loved by his community, and with the pull of a trigger, his entire future was altered in an instant. I was only 12 years old, and I would never forget it. From that point forward, my mind shifted. That shows you what lack of safety can do. And I know many of the other ACE scholars have experienced emotional trauma like me at a young age. It was clear that my own future was at risk in our neighborhood. My mom knew I needed a safe learning environment with stronger academics in order to succeed. So, she decided to take on the financial burden to send me and my sister to Cedarwood Christian Academy, just 8 miles east of here in Aurora. But even with all of her sacrifices, she would not have been able to afford tuition on her own. She needed help. We needed ACE scholarships. My life changed the instant I set foot into my new school. For the first time, I felt safe. Classrooms were well-managed, vibrant learning spaces. My mom called Cedarwood the hidden gem of Denver. Cedarwood gave me access to something I had never had before, a strong male role model who pushed me and, more importantly, believed in me. Mr. Witt, if you're listening, you deserve so much credit. In my mind, you're the most underrated teacher in Colorado, and I don't say that lightly. He taught me about determination and the value of hard work. Mr. Witt taught me to fall in love with learning, reading, and writing. I value the different perspectives I could glean from the books in his literature class, even if some of them were a little boring. For the first time, I started to care, to develop my mind, and to see education as my key to future success. My grades improved, and my ACE partner school set me on a path toward success. I went on to earn an academic scholarship to attend Oral Roberts University. It was there that I developed the entrepreneurial spirit that would form me into the person I am today, a budding businessman dedicated to making an impact on our future generations. My self-confidence started to build. I was not afraid to take risks, not afraid to fail. And believe me, I have failed a whole bunch of times. I tried out for my college basketball team and didn't make it, but I pressed on. I poured all of the dedication, skills, and perseverance I had learned on the court into my college education. I was proud to be the first in my family to earn a business degree in 4 years. None of this would have been possible without ACE scholarships. Yours were the shoulders I was able to stand on and reach for my dreams. Dreams that eventually led me back to basketball, earning a spot with the affiliate development team for the Dallas Mavericks. And dreams that led me to realize while in Dallas that my mom was right all along. My life needs to be bigger than just me. Today, I am channeling my passion for basketball and the education I received with the support of ACE scholarships into something good for others. This summer, I will be using my degree to launch my first business that will, that will focus on training young people in basketball to use as a tool to take ownership over their futures. Young people from low-income, hard-working families who are in the same place I was at that age, who have a dream and need a role model, someone to show them there are more edifying options than gangs, drugs, or violence, that if they put their focus into something positive, the sky is the limit. Nothing would bless me more than to be able to give back to my mom, my family, ACE, and my community, the way that you all have given selflessly to me. Mom, I promise I'm going to build you a house one day. And I promise that's going to happen. So I hustle on behalf of my family's future, my future, the futures of the kids like the ones you met on stage today, and the collective future of everyone in this room. Because I believe my life needs to be bigger than just me. When our keynote speaker, Andre Agassi, hope I got it right, left the court after his final match, he addressed the crowd saying, "I have found generosity. You have given me your shoulders to stand on, to reach for my dreams. Dreams I could have never reached without you." It's the highest compliment he was able to give because he had just compared the fans to the most significant person in his life, his trainer, Gil. So, standing in this room today, I too am overcome by the generosity of each and every single one of you, lifting me up to be able to pass this beautiful gift on. And for me, that is the highest compliment I can give, because I just compared you to my mom. Thank you.